I streamed the open beta test for Dissidia NT, and I'm not sure how long that stream lasted, but I have not done any of the Rabanastre stuff, and I think I actually called it Rabanastre in my stream, but I have not done any of the Rabanastre stuff for Final Fantasy XIV, and one of the fields there was called Rabanastre, and I just made the connection. Anyways, I decided I was gonna stream Rabanastre, so real quick, I want to see what this person's flamer is. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and start. I'm not sure how my mic is right now. Let me look. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. And I beg your pardon if I cough. I am getting a little sick, and I woke up not too long ago, so I kind of sound a little gruff. But yeah, enough about that. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Why not? So I have to talk to this guy. God damn it. Alright. Dramatis Personae. I think that's how you say it. Peyton knows of someone seeking your acquaintance. Huh. There's gonna be a lot of reading in this, I can already tell. Reading is my weakness. Welcome, milady. There's a young maiden here who would speak with you. Miss, the adventurer has arrived. I feel like I've seen this chick from somewhere. Ah, here she is, the liberator of both Doma and Alamigo in the flesh. I am Lena Mirla. I don't know how to say her last name. I'm not trying to be, like, cat racist, but it says Mew in there. Correspondent for the Raven. You may recognize me from my expose on the secret lives of the homunculi. But enough small talk. It's not for nothing that I've been standing here since yesterday morning, on the off chance you'd pass by. She's like, oh, I'm concerned now. No, I'm here because... Actually, it's best you heard it from Alma. I am but an observer. She's got the new hairstyle, it looks like. Alma, come. I found her. Am I supposed to know who this chick is, though? I'm wondering. I guess she's from another Final Fantasy, maybe? Is this the adventurer of whom you spoke? Indeed it is. She looks really pretty though. Please, I beg of you, find my father. You are his only hope. Oh, okay. And she's crying. It's alright, Alma. We are attracting unwanted attention. Might I suggest a change of venue? We will await you before the Prima Vista. The theater barge has a berth at the airship landing. And she seems really pretty in the cute princessy kind of way. I'm like looking at this guy, I'm like, what did you get me into? Like, what the hell? Alright, so speak with Lena Murilla? I don't know. So we have to go to the airship landing? Or no? okay, so she's only just over here. We don't have to walk far. Well, shoot. She down here? Maybe? Maybe? No? I think she's up top. I'm not sure there's gonna be a lot of voice acting though, so... which sucks. As I said before, I think it better we continue this conversation in the privacy of the young lady's barge. It's not that I don't trust anyone here, it's simply that I don't trust anyone here. What? It's not that I don't trust anyone here, it's simply that I don't trust anyone here. That makes perfect sense, yeah, sure. Gate guard Minegumo has been instructed to look out for you. In future, speak with him when you wish to gain admission to the docks. Okay. Thank you for coming, Kato. You're probably wondering why I've summoned you to an airship. And a Garlean one at that. Allow me to explain on the shuttle. Are you gonna be explaining to me? So I guess the Prima Vista is Garlean, a Garlean theater ship or something? At least I thought in the thing it said theater. I could be wrong. She's not really doing a lot of explaining though. It looks freaking sweet though. I won't lie. And it's music though. Yeah, it is a theater. Company Thespian. Company Tragedian? Well, I'm only a I was a thespian, so I know how to pronounce that, but tragedian? I don't know. I don't know if it's important, but oh well. Company Tragene? Tragene? Is that how you say that? I don't know if it's important either. Okay, let's speak with Alma because they look like they want to talk to me. Alright. The Prima Vista serves as both stage and home to the Magitech Imperial Theater Company. Okay, so they're a traveling band of, like, theater people. You can keep that dirk in your drawers. Oh, okay. Sure. No one here is a member of the Imperial Army, nor are there any spies within the troop. At least, no known spies. Okay, that makes me feel so much better, thank you. No known spies. Ask anyone and they will readily attest. The Majestic Imperial... Did I say Magitech before? I did. The Majestic Imperial Theater Company are the finest practitioners of the dramatic arts to be found anywhere on the Great Three Continents and beyond. They have admirers throughout the Empire and its territories, and even boast a sizable following in Gridania, hence my assignment to their story. It is a little-known fact, outside Garlemald at least, that the late Emperor has a devoted patron of the arts who supported various theater tropes to the tune of much coin. Indeed, Solus was so enamored. These words, God. Indeed, Solus was so enamored of the majestic players that he ordered the construction of this very airship, that the troupe might perform in every corner of the Empire. When his grandson took the throne, however, everything changed. Now all theater tropes, domestic and foreign, must submit their works for approval by the Central Imperial Board of Censors. If the play is deemed vulgar or inflammatory, it is banned and the troop denied their writs of transit. God dang it, these words. The worst offenders, well, they are never heard from again. The policy has effectively laid playwrights with one of two options: comprise their creative integrity to curry favor with his radiance, or put down their quills altogether. The principal of the Majestic, however, chose a third option: to express his disapproval for the new emperor's policies obliquely, ostensibly political works. God, I'm feeling so bad at this. And I've had straight A's in English and I can't, like, read some of these. Pray forgive me for my earlier outburst. I am Alma Bus Lexentale, daughter of Principal Genomus and Lexentale. Is that how you say that? Lexentale? Yeah. Mayhap you have heard of my father's latest play, The Zodiac Brave Story? On the surface is an innocent retelling of the well-known Garlean fairy tale, hardly worth of the censor's attention, but beneath it is something quite different, a fact the censors failed to spot when they approved the manuscript for public performance. The play quickly became a huge success. The common folk loved its fantastical story, while the learned classes appreciated its true message. By the time the Imperial Board of Censors realized their mistake, it was too late. No longer in a position to prohibit the performance outright without admitting fault, they took aim at the company's purse strings instead. Before long, noble patrons began to withdraw their support, fearing to be associated with the troupe, and by the end, even the learned felt compelled to feign ignorance. By bleeding the Majestic of their funding, the censors robbed them of their voice. So what do you want me to do? And none of this has made it any clearer as to why you're here, right? Allow me, Lena. Oh, fucking Sid. I love my Sid. Hi, Sid. Oh, look at her dainty little bow. I've known Genomus since we were students at the Magitech Academy. When I heard his daughter was in Kugane, looking to enlist the aid of an adventurer, I felt compelled to give her your name. Sorry for not announcing myself sooner, old friend. What is everything? But he called me old. Okay, I know that he didn't call me old, but I'm so butthurt about the word old just because of frickin' frickin' I don't remember what his name is now. Anyways, Genomus and I were from different worlds, but that only served to fuel our friendship. Many were the nights we would prattle on into the wee small hours. Warm flagons of peated ale numbing our minds to the other naive ideologies. And no matter where our conversation began, it would invariably end with him telling me how he was going to change the Empire from the inside out. The troop was to be his path into the people's hearts. Even after the Empire forced him from his home, Genomus never gave up hope that his work might change the world. Ew, she does not look too happy. Arts will ever stain against artificial bounds and borders, man-made walls, misguided wars. It is in such times of uncertainty that we must needs embrace our calling and take to the skies so others might do the same. So she had a little flashback. What I am trying to say, rather poorly I concede, is that not all Garleans are hewn from the same stone. Just as there are those who pledged their lives to the Empire and would never think to question the authority of its leaders, there are others like Alma's father and myself whose love for their country does not blind them to its flaws. Still, try selling that sack of sunflower to an Alamigan or a Doman who has watched his family consumed in the flame of the Magitech Reaper. How many rising adventurers do you think would leap at the opportunity to help an Imperial search for her missing father? And in Garlean territory, no less. Coughing again. But you are different. You have seen enough to know that the line between good and evil is not defined by race, color, or creed. So what say you? What say you? I can never turn my back on a damsel in distress, or I would make a poor adventurer were I to shy from adventure. Yeah, I can never turn away from someone in need, so I can never turn my back on a damsel in distress. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Now that you understand the nature of the task, perhaps Alma could provide some insight as to where we might begin our search. Shortly after my father disappeared, he began work on his next play, a successor to the Brave Zodiac story. My freaking brain! The Zodiac Brave story. Sorry, 1 second. God damn it. But I might be getting ahead of myself. Please, follow me. So her father went missing and we're trying to find where he went? Well, fuck. That is a really big screen. Through adventure and hardship, young Delita, a boy of common blood, becomes a hero, culminating in the birth of the mythical kingdom of Invalis. But that is where the story ends. There is no records of anything that follows. Was Principal Genomus simply going to invent something? My father believed that he had discovered evidence of a second hero, one whose efforts went largely unnoticed, but without whom Delita would never have risen to the throne. He was the next tale he wanted to tell, the true Zodiac Brave story. A second hero? According to my father's studies, this young man was one of Delita's closest friends and confidants. That is, until the untimely passing of Delita's sister forced the two to part ways. Yet the unnamed hero continued to provide aid to his friend by thwarting the machinations of those who would scheme against Delita, thus paving the way for the Pauper's rise to regent. You must forgive me, but I've never heard anyone make such claims. How exactly did your father come by this information? That is a long story. One which begins and ends with Genomus becoming lost in the very legend he sought to lay bare. Even as far back as our academy days, Invalis had Genomus firmly in its grasp. He flatly refused to believe the story was just a fairy tale. And so, when he was finally driven out of Garlemald, it was only natural that he would choose this of all places as his refuge. Was it not, Alma? That is correct, Master Garland. It has long been since my father's belief that the ruins of the ancient Invalis lie beyond Naksha. I forget how to say that sometimes. Buried beneath the sands of the Damaska Desert. Reading. Poor Damaska. The kingdom prospered in relative isolation for countless generations, until the Empire came calling. When not touring, my father would organize expeditions into the Damaska Desert to search for proof of Invalis' existence. Sometimes he would bring back strange artifacts, ancient tomes, and crystals. Crystals unlike any others. Reading. My father called them Orosite and claimed they were vital to proving his theories. This is one such crystal. By the 12, it's magnificent. Invalesian legend tells of crystals bequeathed by the gods unto those who would be kings. It is during his quest to gather Orosite that the young Delita rises to prominence. I must have heard the tale 1,000 times from my nursemaid, but that is all it ever was, a tale. My father would often tell us how the Orosite spoke to him. At the time, he assumed he was speaking figuratively, that the stone's beauty roused his muse. But then he began to act strangely. How so? Following our arrival here in Hingashi, my father spent most of his time cloistered in his chambers, poring over his past research. And though he was alone, we could often hear him in conversation. It was uncommon for my father to recite the lines as he wrote them, but it soon became clear that this was something else. It was as if he was talking to my mother who passed several winters gone. Might this not have been out of mere loneliness, or perhaps the strain of your flight from Garlemald? Possibly, but that would not explain the voices which answered him. Oh, and then we have our version of Ramza, I believe. Alma, who are these people? I told you I did not require any help finding father, especially from outsiders. So good of you to join us, Ramza. Allow me to introduce. Enough, Master Sid. Yeah, so this is our version of Ramza. We may not be shunned by the Empire. We may be... Wow, I am like failing at this. We may be shunned by the Empire, but we are still Garleans, and we still have our pride, unlike some, it seems. We require neither the aid nor the pity of foreign rabble. Damn, this man! Have you forgotten where you are, brother? It is we who are the foreign rabble. This land and its customs are all but unknown to us. We would be fools to conduct our search without a proven guide. Your sister is right, Ramza. As for my good friend here, your mistrust is ill-placed. I will personally vouch for her character. In all the time I have known her, she has never once let anything of insignificance as race or creed color her judgment. You're lucky to have her. But we would have you, Master Garland. Why do you refuse us? You know why. Until this affair with Omega is resolved, my hands are tied. It pains me to refuse you and your sister, but it pains me far more to leave Genomus to his fate. I am sorry. But he's still dealing with Omega's shit. You need not apologize. I let my emotion get the better of me. After what happened in Rabanastre, it may be time to admit we're out of our depths. My brother's last expedition met with tragedy in the ruins of the capital city. He barely escaped with his life. The Empire turned Rabanastre into a death trap. You were a fool to set foot there without a proper escort. I realize that now, Master Garland. But at the time, I saw an opportunity to rescue Father and I took it. Whatever led you to believe your father was in the Damascus capital? My father's fascination with Involution legend began with a trip to the into the city long before the war. Call it a premonition, but something tells me that is where he has returned. Oh god, reading. It's so painful. Now you must excuse me. I need some time to think. Wow, so Rams is kind of a little shit, huh? Then Alma, I shall leave you and your brother in Kaoru's capable hands. She has ever repaid my trust with interest. You would do well to grant her yours. Thank you, Master Garland. We will not forget this kindness. It's so hard to do other characters' voices when I have like literally like one tone. This coughing is going to ruin me. So we have to talk to Ramza, apparently. There's Alma, there's Lena. Return to the tiring room and talk to Ramza. Okay. Master Garland seems to think highly of you, so I will withhold judgment until after Damascus. Oh, nice of you to do that. I mean, it's... I guess, like, this is supposed to be our version of Ramza from Tactics. So, I suppose. It's, So if we get some orchestral roll, and it looks like, I don't know if this is the actual entrance to the dungeon or not. Protagonist theme, orchestral roll, background story, orchestral roll. Ramza is itching to depart, a city fallen. Pardon me, I will be right back. About that, guys. Alright. Okay. Mic's on. I have to get some water, because I am dying. Alright. So let's go ahead. Alright, so I just read it. A city fallen. Ramza is itching to depart, and it looks like we're gonna get some orchestral rolls. I don't know if this is the actual entrance to the dungeon or not, but we'll see. I wish there was some voice acting though. Like, come on though. What are you doing? There's no buttons. Damascus is nested in a forgotten corner of the Empire's outmost territories. I do not foresee any trouble from the standing army, but would suggest committing to memory the locations of each of the barges and exits, just in case. Yeah, you don't have to worry about me. As for the fight itself, the currents above Damascus are as wild as the land below. You may want to hold on. I'm sorry, but I saw Ramza and Dissidia, and I think I like him better. So we are taking off. Lovely. It's a crazy looking ship too, like, how does it even stay in the sky? Probably some big ass freaking engines. Sorry if you hear me taking sips of water. God, I love my new glamour. So we're just enjoying the ride. I love this music though, it's so cute. And it ends with him walking in. We'll complete our descent to Rabanastre in the shuttle. Oh, so he's making her stay here. Ramza. I thought I made myself clear, Alma. The capital is simply too dangerous. Father would never forgive me if I were to lose you trying to rescue him. Aww, she has to stay here? Come, we are wasting time. I mean, I could protect her. Kind of, maybe not. I don't know. I haven't done Rabanastre yet, so I have no idea how hard it is, but apparently it's freaking hard. The Royal City of Rabanastre. I'm hoping it's not that hard. Like Shinryu level hard. Hopefully it's not. But I might be jinxing myself. According to my father, Rabanastre was already a thriving city some 1,000 years ago. But after performing several private evacuations beneath the so-called Desert Sapphire, my father came... excavations, not evacuations, excavations. My father came to the conclusion that it is not the first settlement to stand here. Then, your father believes that Rabanastre is at the top of the royal city of Lesalia, capital of Iblis? But if that's true, it could change history. We would be famous. Famous? Are you sure you don't mean rich? You kinda are all alike. You, fucker. Parasites grown fat on sweat and suffering of others. Bold words for a boy of but 16 summers. He's 16 years old! And what, pray tell, have I done to deserve such spite? I only wish to learn the truth behind the disappearance of the Empire's foremost playwright. If that should lead to something bigger, well then, I would be the worst reporter in the realm if I did not pursue it. Does she know if something's up? Yes, we can argue about this now, or we can return to Prima Vista and report to our army of adventurers that it is time to begin the expedition. I humbly suggest the latter. Why did this Why did she seem like something was up? Is someone watching us? Oh, someone's watching us, apparently. Alright, so I have no idea what these thingies are called. These thingies. They're like crocodile people. Apparently my boyfriend knows what they are, but I have no clue. You see? It is as I said, brother. Let them come to us. Should we kill them now? No, the time is not right. When has that stopped us before? Fool! Do you see that one? Slayer of God, they call her. Warrior of Light. Yeah. Shiver in fear of my God-slaying power. Okay, so the royal city of Rabanastre is now accessible. So it looks like in order for us to continue on, we're gonna have to queue up the duty finder. Weekly reward limits. You can receive only one reward item per week for completing duties in Alexander Gordius. The instant you are awarded an item from the loot list, what? Since when was this a thing? Is this how detached from a lot of different things I've become? Alright, anyways. Pardon? Hold on one sec. Let me change something real quick. And there we go. There, now I can see what you guys say. Alright. Hi, thank you for tuning in. Alright, so clear the fallen city, or fallen capital. Okay. So we actually have to go. Hopefully there's people. I don't exactly want to have to do a duty thing for this. Okay, well yeah, I am definitely gonna do a party finder. See if there's anybody who wants to. I'd say if I put on there that it's a first clear, then I'm pretty sure people would wanna to be dungeons. No! Is it raid? Is it a raid? I'm pretty sure it might be. Maybe? Maybe? It's not a trial. Did I skip it somehow? Oh, I skipped it. Well, what the hell? So, duty completion, beginners, first times welcome. Get my trusty piece of crap keyboard. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long. As soon as they see first clear, then I'm sure that they'll be itching to join. Alright, so let's see. So yeah, hopefully we get somebody. I don't want to sit here and wait, though. One person waiting. Ah, this sucks. This is what happens when you don't do stuff as soon as the shit comes out. You don't do stuff as soon as the shit comes out, then... Oh my god. I'm hoping this isn't like frickin' Shinryu all over again. So it looks like we need a lot of people. Yeah, okay. Why? Why? Alright, well I can always check to see real quick. I don't think anybody else is doing the same one I am doing though. Dude, this sucks. I remember I had to wait forever for like the Shinryu freaking... Huh. Let me check to see if there's anybody on in my free party or free company. Only 3 members. Are you kidding me? Alright, so I might have to end this here. Which sucks. I don't want to have to end it, but there's clearly like there's no way I'm gonna be having this stream run while I'm waiting for people to get into my party. There's no way I can do it. So I'll have to end it here. Thank you for watching. I'm hopefully gonna do a day 2. Hopefully. Maybe if some reason or some way I could get somebody to join my party, but I think I'll just have to do this, try to do this tomorrow. So, but obviously it's not gonna get done today. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you tune in next time you see me. So, bye-bye.